These altered 2-5-1 patterns are that real hip jazz sound that I'm sure you're looking for. Now, when I say the altered 2-5-1, it's really the 5 chord. It's really the dominant 7th chord that's getting altered here. So let's just jump right into these 4 examples, okay? There's 4 different types of alterations that are common on a dominant 7th chord. The first one here in letter A is a sharp 9, flat 13. So here's D minor 7, okay? This would be a typical G7, but I'm going to sharp the 9th, and I'm going to flat the 13th. So I get that. So there's D minor 7, G7, sharp 9, flat 13, and then to C major 7. Now I'm going to add on, you'll see that it's written out with D, G, C, and then also the A7. The A7, I'm going to use exactly the same type of tensions on it. Okay, I'm going to use the sharp 9, flat 13 on the A7 as well. So D minor 7, G7 with the sharp 9, flat 13, C major 7, and then A7 with the sharp 9 and the flat 13. Remember, that's regular A7. The 7th, the 9th, the 3rd, the 13th. I sharp the 9th, I flat the 13th. Real nice sound, all right? Here now on letter B, we have D minor 7, and now this one is a flat 9, flat 13. So once again, here's G7, I flat my 9th, and then flat 13th. Okay, so D minor 7, G7, flat 9, flat 13, C major 7, A7 with the flat 9 and the flat 13, D minor 7, G7, flat 9, flat 13. Let me move my fingers. Now, on letter C, well, let me play it a little bit. Letter C, I have D minor 7, and now I'm doing the flat 9, but I'm doing a natural 13th. The A7 with the natural 13th and the flat 9th. Okay, letter D. D minor 7, G augmented 7th. So I have a sharp 5 here, okay? So G plus 7 means G augmented 7. It's also another way of writing G7 sharp 5. Okay, there's A7 with the sharp 5th. Now you might think, okay, well wait a second, isn't that also flat 13? Well yeah, the sharp 5 is flat 13. But if you have it with a natural 9 like that, okay, you're going to consider that more of an augmented chord, right? Now if you have it as a, by augmented I mean sharpen the 5th. If there was a flat 9 in there, then you'd probably be thinking flat 9, flat 13, right? Although you might see some people that will write it as flat 9, sharp 5. You know, it's just this enharmonic thing, which means it's 2 ways of saying the same note. Sharp 5, flat 13, okay? If you mix them up, you get some nice sounds here. So try mixing in between, so like on the G7, play one of them, and on the A7, play a different tension alteration, okay? And then move back and forth. And then obviously you want to move this into other keys as well. And the easy way of doing that is just, you know, play your regular dominant 7th chord, and then, okay, well, let me try flatting my 9, and I know the other combination is I can flat my 13th with it. Oh, that's nice. Another way of practicing the chords is, here's A7 with the sharp 9 and the flat 13, right? Another way is just move them all, move everything up by half steps, right? That's a perfectly valid way of going through and practicing your chords to get them down. You want to be careful, though, about practicing chords like that all the time, because a lot of times chords don't move just in half steps. They move around. So you might want to do like C7, flat 9, flat 13, and then try moving to that A7, sharp 9, flat 13. You know what I'm saying? Move around the keyboard a little bit, right? But that is a fantastic sound right there. On the next page, I'm going to talk about different chord types and common tensions that go along with it. Let's see how long we are in this video. Actually, I could talk about it in this chapter. We have enough time. So if you take a look at page 15, you'll see 4 chord types that I have listed: major 7, minor 7, dominant 7th, and minor 7, flat 5. And then you see the common tensions that you can use on each of those chords. Major 7s is 9, sharp 11 and 6, 9, 11 and 6, okay? And then I put down some common combos. So this means on a major 7 chord, a lot of times you might just see with the, adding the 9. Or you might see with the 9 and the sharp 11, okay? Or you might see it as just the 6th replacing the 7th, like that, or with the 9th as well, right? On minor 7, you might see just plain old C minor 7 with a 6 replacing the 7th. See it with 9 and 11. Okay. See it with just plain old 9. Right? On the dominant 7th, you see, okay, so I have here's C7 in the B form. That's with the 9 and the 13. I can throw in flat 9, flat 13. I can throw in sharp 9, flat 13. I can throw in just sharp 5, right? I could do sharp 11. Right, so try messing around with these different combinations. I think you'll find a lot of cool sounds. On the minor 7 flat 5, usually what I do for a minor 7 flat 5 chord is I usually just play the minor chord and I just flat the 5th. Right? Now that's with the natural 9th. Okay? The theory behind this is that normally you'll find in a minor 2-5, so say you're trying to, that's going to be your 1 chord C minor 7, it would be D minor 7 flat 5, to G7 flat 9, to C minor 7. Reason is this comes all off of your natural minor scale, okay? That's C natural minor scale. Your C natural minor scale is C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, right? Notice it's the same scale as E flat major, right? It's hard to get all these down at one time, okay? So that's relative major and relative minor and that kind of stuff. I talk about that, I believe, in the Piano Christmas one. I'd have to go back and take a look, but I do talk about it in some other videos, related majors and minors. Anyway, so you could see from this scale, right? There's my D minor flat 5, and then that flat 5 becomes flat 9 for G7. You can also do the flat 13. Okay, so. Now some people like to play minor 7 flat 5 with a flatted 9th. Personally, I don't like that sound. Some people like that sound. It's personal preference. And you can see why they would want that is because if we're thinking minor, well, there you go. Here's this minor 3rd for C, right? We're in the key of C, right? So we have D minor 7 flat 5, but wait a second, that E natural pulls it out of the minor sound for C. So there, now there's your minor sound. So anyway, that's your minor 7 flat 5. It's going to make a lot more sense now once we move into this last section in which I go through 8 different song examples, and you're going to see exactly how I put it all together. Okay? So I will see you in the next chapter, and keep practicing.